that's without any big jumps or fancy appreciation. If you consistently invest that $500 into SCHD every month, and it grows at an average of 8%, which is very realistic when you include dividends and price appreciation, your portfolio could hit $300,000 in about 20 years. That's without any big jumps or fancy market timing. Just you, SCHD, and consistency. Now imagine if you could do $1,000 a month instead of $500. Or if you get a tax refund or bonus to grow that into. The time to hit your goals shortens dramatically. And if you're younger, the compound effect is even stronger. Time becomes your best asset. People overlook. The dividends you earn from SCHD don't just have to sit there. You can reinvest them. And that reinvestment
Live from the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Chicago Cubs. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. And towing the slab in this one, Matthew Boyd. What do you have on him, Chris?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go? Now a chance for Corbin Carroll. Got the bat going too soon and strike 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fastball is outside.
Handful.
Got him. And that's the first out.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
One down, base is empty. High fly ball, right field. Tucker really on his horse for it. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Everything came together for him. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Laser could be trouble. Here comes Marte around third. He will score, and they take the lead.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. And that one fouled off. At the belt and fires. This to center field for Armstrong. Pulls it in on the run. Let's take a look at our lineup. In the 6th spot for them in this one, Josh Naylor.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out of the left center field. Here comes Gurriel. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's Josh Naylor. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. He's got it. And that is that. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 2 and the Cubs nothing. Back here at the friendly confines. Today's starting pitcher, Zach Gallen. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. And no doubt a big factor in this series so far, Miguel Amaya.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, you know, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
McCarthy hauls it in, 2 away. So here's Kyle Tucker now.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Cubs are down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Here at Wrigley Field, top of the second, stepping in, Gabriel Moreno. This one smacked out to left center. Crow Armstrong brings it in with a nice running grab.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Lined into left center, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. In the air, right field. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
This is Corbin Carroll.
Number 7, Corbin Carroll.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two outs. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. Makes the grab, and that is that. 1 left for Arizona as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here at Wrigley Field, we head to the bottom of the second. Now here is Seiya Suzuki. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Next offering misses down and away. Gallen with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Swing at a ground ball. Throws to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. In half left to hit. The 1-1. And strike 2.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or 2 of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
2-2. No, that's a ball.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Gurriel handles the chance. That is the inning. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game.
I think part of the reason, I structured these videos.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Marte.
high fly ball out to center field. Crow Armstrong pulls it down, and there's one down. Here's
Now
Gurriel.
batting, left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
Missed with a changeup. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Crow Armstrong should have it. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down.
Now batting, third base.
Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Swing at a high fly ball deep left field. Happ ranging back on it, and it's gone. He jacks that one out to left. That's his 3rd home run of the series, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
2 outs, nobody on. And now the DH, Randall Grichuk. In the air, center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. And makes the grab. And that is that. D-backs get 1 on the solo jack. It's now 3-0.
Festivals, events, theme parky-esque stuff.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And here is Dansby Swanson. And a big swing and a miss. That one just missing inside. And the count is 2-2. Dansby will head back to the dugout after the K.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And now it's Miguel Amaya. One of the things amazing with Zach, think about the players he's been traded with and for. In December of 17, he and Sandy Alcantara were dealt to Miami from the Cardinals for Marcell Ozuna. Then ultimately in July of 19, he went to Arizona for Jazz Chisholm. Here's the 2-2. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Gurriel handles the chance. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. That pitch clips the outside corner, and the count is even 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Cubs are down quietly. They trail it here 3-0. On to the 4th, and here's the first baseman, Josh Naylor.
22, Josh Naylor.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Reaches for it, but it's foul. Here's a 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. And now the catcher comes up to him. Gabriel Moreno. One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one ripped left field.
It's first.
And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. His first homer of the year. It's 4-0. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So up next, Geraldo Perdomo. The shortstop takes the ball.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in LA called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
Popped in the air, left field. Hat makes the play, 2 away down.
Now batting.
2 down, base is empty. Jake McCarthy getting ready to hit.
What?
Checks a swing, appeal to third, did not go. Out towards right center field. Tucker should have it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back after this. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Corner.
And it's fouled away. That one inside. Full count, 3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. And that's their first base runner of the game. John Birdie at the plate.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Horner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Ow!
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes.
The
He
right
picks
fielder,
up his
number
5th
30,
strikeout on the hill. Here's Kyle Tucker.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Right through there for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. The Cubbies yet to pick up a hit here. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. They trail it here, 4-0.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Cubs.
and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Tyson Miller. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Miller.
Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers.
Corbin Carroll.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's Ketel Marte. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Oh, big power guy right there, and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw to second, and great jump. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Man on second, 2 down. Ripped on a line. And no one can get there. The run comes in to score from second to second. Pulls him off the bag.
Well done. Drives in the run. Double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. Just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
Randall Grichuk now. Grichuk with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And the lead is now 5-0. This is Diamond. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers.
Suzuki.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He sends it out of here. His 4th home run of the season. It's 5-1.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Ian Happ will hit next. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Michael Bush, the next to hit. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout. Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Carroll brings it in, and that is that. Cubbies edge closer on this long ball. It's now a 5-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Caleb Thielbar.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
That was the sweeper, but it missed. Action in the pen down there. Porter Hodge up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Brazier also getting ready.
Ball 3.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
The 3-1 in for a strike, full count. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Horner makes the catch, and there's one down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Gabriel Moreno now at the plate. Check swing went around. 1-2. That one ripped right center field. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And he's got a double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Geraldo Perdomo. That's towards center. Crow Armstrong snags it for the second out. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Jake McCarthy. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Crow Armstrong right there to make the grab. And that'll do it. No runs, one hit, a double, no errors, and back here at the ballpark.
Leading
Let's
up
check out the
for
latest
Cubs,
news from around the league.
catcher, Miguel
There's a 1-1.
Amaya.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Swing and a miss at a slider.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Quickly to second for 1. On a nailer, they get 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's Nico Horner. And that one pulled foul. Line drive. Marte handles, throws to first, and that is the inning. Cubs are down quietly. They're down here 5-1.
Pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Chicago
We're in the
Cubs,
7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound,
Number
Porter
37.
Hodge.
Porter.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so
Leading off
far.
for Arizona, right fielder, number 7, Corbin Carroll.
Sliced hard but foul. Here's a 1-2. And delivers outside. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. In the air out towards right center. Crow Armstrong sizes this one up, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one away. Ketel Marte up to the plate. Base is empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. And it is 2-1. Check swing on the 2-1, appeal to third. He did not go around. One down, base is empty. And that one hammered. That's back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. That'll fire up the dugout. His second homer of this series, and they tack one on the board. It's 6-1. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Out to short, Swanson in the hole, jump throw, it's there, and that's a great play. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Eugenio Suarez. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. Another homer. Second home run of the inning for them. And they add a run. It's 7-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That pitch looked like the splitter, but normally doesn't stay that high in the zone. The bottom falls out, at least to bring it around belt level, but that one just stayed up, and with that kind of velocity, it's going to get hit really hard.
Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Ryan Brazier.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated. Early 2000s Yankees Red Sox, probably the best baseball rivalry that we've seen.
Yeah, and I would say, you know, that kind of simmered down and some other ones started to rise up a little bit. And the great state of Texas, the Astros and the Rangers became a really good rivalry.
Yeah, no doubt. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. On the ground, right side. Toss to Naylor, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Kyle Tucker digs in now.
Right
Gallen winds
Kyle.
and deals.
Tucker.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after
Now
this
batting,
one. That was
the
his 3rd
designated hitter.
strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Marte throws to first in time. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. They're down 7-1. We're at the top of the 8th, and now it's Josh Naylor. And a 1-1. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Rips one to right, and that's just foul. Hit in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Puts it away for the out.
The catcher, number 14, Gabriel.
Yeah, the batter down,
Moreno.
Gabriel Moreno. That one outside, and that's ball 2. The Diamondbacks up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 8th. And that one is lifted in the air. It gets down a base hit. So a man at first, and now Geraldo Perdomo. Not close with that one. 2-2. Next offering is outside. Runner on the go. Swings and sends a rocket to right. He dives, but he can't make the catch. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jake.
2 on with 1 out. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
First and third, 1 down. Lifted in the air, out to left. Half makes the play. Runner tagging from third. He scores on the sac fly. It's 8-1.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
That one pushed foul. And a ball and 2 strikes. Rips that one to right. Brings it in, and that is that. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 8 and the Cubs 1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The left fielder, Ian Happ.
Right through there, got him. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. And now the first baseman, Michael Busch. Now the Diamondbacks manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Ryan Nelson.
19.
This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Nelson.
Fought off foul. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Suarez makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and it drops in, and that extends the inning. Next to hit, Miguel Amaya. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Carroll makes the grab, and that ends the inning. Cubs leave 1. It's still an 8-1 ball game. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 43.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
On the ground to the left, and that's a fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes.
Just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
And a 1-2. Ground ball left side, and foul ball. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4.
Got him.
Back to first, and it's over his head. But no one moves up as it's backed up nicely there.
Well, they had the chance at turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dig.
The 1-1. And he dodges that fastball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Backed off the plate that time. High fly ball out towards left field. Going back. Gone. Home run number 5 on the season, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 10-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Josh Naylor getting ready to hit. Check swing. Now an appeal to third. Nope, he held back. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. For Armstrong. Hauls it in to end the inning. D-backs at a pair on the homer. And this is now a 10-1 ball game. You're watching Arizona Diamondbacks baseball on the show. And we're back. Bottom 9. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. Oh, now it hops over his head. Back to the top of the order. So here's Horner now. Next pitch is downstairs.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
On the ground. And it goes just foul. 3-2 now. Roll to short, could be 2. Here's Marte for 1. On the Naylor. They get 2. Garrett Hampson. He's forced into the game at shortstop due to the injury. So they're down to their final out. Now here is John Birdie.
Hampson.
The Cubs down to their final strike. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the
swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Lifted to left, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Diamondbacks add another to their winning streak.
What an incredible accomplishment. 22 wins in a row. You know how hard it is to do that, to come to the ballpark against a